It is muggy. It was just muggy outside. It's supposed to thunderstorm, by the way. So I
Yeah,
hope you get
it
to your
did
place
earlier.
and good time. Are you going right from here to the gym?
Yeah, straight. We'll see.
We'll keep you posted. We'll let you know how his competition goes.
That's right.
Do you want to talk about that on the show? You want to plug yourself really quick?
Nah.
So you can get endorsements and stuff.
Nah, I'm not gonna get endorsements through that.
You don't think
If
so?
anything, I'll get endorsements through like Instagram and shit.
One of our biggest followers is like on one of the lead like Nike development teams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for powerlifting, like specialty shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben, reach out. Hi guys, I'm Pat,
I'm Adam.
and welcome to
Properly Wound.
where we offer you a consumer's opinion on everything watch related. And today we have a Nomos Club in.
Nomos Club Campus Nacht. 38 millimeters. And I even have the NATO strap to match my shirt.
What?
So guys, I just got this. This is actually my personal piece. I got this a few weeks ago, actually. It's one of the more entry-level Nomos watches that they have.
With a name like Campus, why does it get that distinction,
Yeah,
by the
right.
way? Do you know?
I don't know about the Campus, but I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, because they actually market this
As like a student's
as a
watch?
student, like a graduation gift.
Got it.
So that's
sort of what I was
came
thinking.
from.
With a name like Campus, it feels like something like a college student. would
Yeah,
do,
I
right?
mean, it's not even like it's blatant like advertising as a first like graduate's watch, and they emphasize the engraving on the back, how you can have like custom engraving for free done. You know,
You don't have any
graduated
engraving on that.
2017.
Well, what's
or
unique
whatever.
about this
No.
one is it was a display piece, right? And you picked
Yeah, so this one was a display piece, so I got it for a pretty good deal. It's still minty, just doesn't have box or papers, which I don't really care about anyway. But yeah, so guys, this is like I said, the full title is the Nomos Club Campus, the 38 millimeter version. I think it's actually 38.5 on paper, but they call it the Club 38, and they also have a 36 millimeter version. This is the Nacht dial, which is kind of like this almost like a matte gray. Is that how you would describe it?
Yeah, it's like
It's
matte
almost
gray.
kind of like a matte gray anthracite sort of. It reminds me a little bit of your old Zinn 556 a little bit.
They had a limited edition watch with an anthracite dial. It was more purple in hue, but I definitely get where you see that look.
Yeah, and I mean it's a very cool piece. It's really versatile. The colorways are at least really versatile, and you gotta love the little orange spec that they have for the
Second hand.
for the second hand, which adds this nice little touch. And actually, the markers, we'll get to that in a second.
But yeah,
what are your first impressions of this piece?
Exactly.
And here are the two straps too, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It came on this suede Nomos strap, and then I also purchased a genuine shell Cordovan strap that I've talked about before for my Nomos Orion about the quality.
Nice.
Yeah, so I just kind of picked that up from Nomos.
Is this the same brand that they would have gone with? Because your Orion has a shell Cordovan.
No, that is like literally the exact one. I bought that from Nomos.
Oh,
it's just
no
a
kidding.
20 millimeter version, since my Orion has 18 millimeter lugs.
Got you.
But, yeah, literally the exact same strap.
So this is a first impression on my part, because I have not had this in hand. I've seen Adam send me a bunch of pictures of this watch, a 20 millimeter lug width, really good sizing. And again, just like the Orion, because the dial is so expansive, the first thing I thought was that this was a 40 millimeter watch. I'm wearing a 40 millimeter watch, and like I'll put the two side by side. It looks large. It wears a lot larger than you'd anticipate. So if you're swearing off anything under 40 millimeters, well, rethink that statement, because they actually did a really good job of making this watch have a larger presence on the wrist. And of course, I'll do a wrist shot for you guys as well. But you couldn't tell that these two watches were. One was much larger than the other. I say much, about a millimeter and a half difference between these two. But the Nomos looks like the bigger watch. I don't know why that is. It really is just because the dial's expansiveness. You know what I mean? It's such a large dial, and I love California dials.
Minimal bezel, large dial. That kind of combo makes this perfect.
This is such a slick watch. The case design is really interesting. The way the lugs are shaped, they almost look like cat ears in a weird way. That's not really my favorite aesthetic, but I do like how the bezel is a part of the case. It's not separate. And I do like how the crystal is beveled and just raised ever so slightly off the dial. And I'll show you that here, guys.
Everything is definitely very smooth on this watch. It's not like a Grand Seiko. It's not reminiscent of a Grand Seiko where there are sharp contrasts between the edges and the bezel. Everything just kind of flows with this piece, It's almost like I hate to say upgraded Timex, but that's almost kind of how it feels, you know.
Well, Timex doesn't do a California dial, and by the way,
They don't. I mean, I'm talking strictly about the case.
This case itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can agree with that. But it does feel substantial, even though it is light. The steel itself, it looks, feels, and appears nice. I like how it is all high polished. So if you do like polishing your watch cases yourself, this is a good watch to get into. This is something you can beat around. And they actually, again, with that advertising jargon that Adam was talking about, you know, they tout this as like sort of an everyday watch that you can get caught in the rain with, go swimming with, shower with. It's like a piece you don't need to take off. It isn't a screw down crown though. That was my first question when he mentioned that, but it is 10 bars. Water resistant.
So it is 100 meter water. I'll go ahead and go through the specs right now, and then we'll kind of go. But it is 100 meters water resistant.
And I'll take it off the strap so you guys can get a full look of the watch, and you can see where you can put your engraving on the back. Do they offer?
Yeah, free engravings.
Do they offer a see-through case back though?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
So retail for this one is $1,650, and it's $1,950 for the see-through case back. And I would almost recommend the see-through case back because that alpha movement is actually really beautiful. You guys go ahead and check out our Nomos Orion video. It's the exact same movement. Exact same movement.
You're kidding me.
Nope, exact one. All right, so this is the reference 736. It's a manual wind. Like I said, that alpha movement is all manual wind. 38.5 millimeters with a height of 8.45, so it is really thin, which makes it really versatile. You can wear it on a thick NATO strap and it still won't be, you know, towering above your wrist. You can still slip it under a cuff if you want to. Stainless steel, sapphire crystal, screw backs, 60 grams. That's one of the things that I really liked about this watch is it actually has a little bit of heft to it, even though it's pretty small. Like you can tell there's a substantial amount of steel in there to where you feel like you have a quality machine in your hand. You know?
That's great.
So the dial galvanized, ruthenium coated, Roman and Arabic numerals. The California dial, as you guys see, it has blue lume. The actual markers have kind of this blue color right around them.
Green as opposed to blue.
Yeah, it's like a turquoise when you look at it really closely.
Oh. Yes. They are indeed. The B-cam's not doing a great job of picking it up, but it is outlined with like a very thin blue, which is actually a really nice minor detail.
It is. You really have to look closely to actually see it too.
Let's see if I can get that. If you look at the, look at the 4 o'clock, you can sort of see that blue outline I'm talking about, guys. Sorry for the glare there. But yes, it is definitely, it looks good.
There we go. Yeah, so you got the blue sort of outer edge on the lume. Water resistant to 10 ATM, so 100 meter water resistance. So it doesn't have a screw down crown, but in the Nomos FAQ, they explicitly say that you can walk into a sauna with this, you can swim with this, you can shower with it. Yeah, they actually say that in the thing. So
well, steam works a little differently on a watch than
it does, but you can always go to Nomos and be like, "Hey guys, you said it."
I sat in that sauna for 3 hours, and my club campus dead.
So it does have
it
does have that alpha, the caliber alpha movement, which is a 43-hour power reserve, 17 joules. It is a very gorgeous movement, as you guys would have seen in our Nomos Orion video. And the lug width is a universal 20 millimeters, so you can pair it with just about any strap that you want, and a 43-hour power reserve too. So, and it comes with this this kind of suede gray strap, but it's really cool because it's gray, but it almost appears like a brown in some lights. It might even appear brown on camera right here as well. So it's a pretty versatile,
like off gray. It's weird. It's a nice neutral tone for sure, and it pairs really well with this Club Campus. Like I love suede, like on a rugged looking watch like this, and I will say it's rugged. Like I like a gray dial like this.
Yeah,
it definitely pairs well with it, but it's played down with those blue outlines around the numerals.
Definitely.
And I like how I didn't notice that this was like a perfect match. Like the strap goes really well with this dial too.
Yeah,
which is really cool.
And it looks great with an orange rubber, like an orange Bonetto or an orange NATO strap, because it really makes that second hand pop.
And by the way, guys, I've said it I think twice at this point, but the California dial is a dial that features both Arabic and Roman numerals. And this has a mix, you'll notice on the lower register of the watch, it has the Roman numerals. Obviously, there's that sub-seconds there, the 6, and the top half has the Arabic numerals, and it looks really good. It's a very good meld on this watch. Like, I think this watch is very aesthetically pleasing. Oh, goodness gracious. Nomos does a good job with their watch designs.
Oh,
just
absolutely.
through and through. I love the bezel-less design. It is literally just cased. Do you know what I mean? There is no separate bezel inserted on top. It just looks very good, very clean.
I really like the reverse Cali dial too, because this isn't a typical California dial. Usually the numerals are at the top and the numbers are at the bottom.
Do they do
so
one?
they flipped it around.
How many designs do
They,
you have
they
for
only
that?
do the Cali dial
This way.
like this, but there are numerous different club versions as well. So
I'll give you guys a wrist shot of this 38.5 millimeter watch so you guys can see what it wears like. And of course, you can critique how I'm about to put this strap on, but I'm not really stringing it up like I normally would. I'm just trying to get it on so you guys can see it.
So overall, this watch obviously is marketed, as you can see there, it looks great on your wrist too. So this watch is marketed towards the new grad, right? The new university or college graduate. And I think that's actually a fair demographic, because this comes in at around $1,600. It's really versatile. This is almost kind of like that everyday, you know what, I feel like when a lot of people think about everyday watches, they think, oh, what's the diver that I can have, right?
Yeah.
But you don't need a diver necessarily, especially when you have something like this that's 100 meters water resistant and almost swears that you can swim with it. Like, really, what else do you need? This thing is very versatile. It has a very kind of modern look to it as well, especially with some of the cool little color elements.
The quirky
that
design
Nomos
choices.
brought them in.
The light blue outlines, the orange secondhand. You're absolutely
So
right.
it's a very youthful watch, I think. You know, so I mean, this could be, you know, this is perfect for like sort of the 20-something. But then again, it's also great for maybe the older gent that wants something that has just a little bit of youthfulness and a little bit of color. Maybe they want to put it on a blue NATO just like this. You know what I mean? To make it
It's
pop.
so fun.
But it's so versatile because,
look.
like, I have a somewhat semi-casual / business style strap here.
You can sort of
with the
see
anthracite,
it on that suede strap.
or not anthracite, sorry, with the suede strap. And then I have the black strap, which would really dress it up. You know, if you ever want to wear it to like a wedding or something like that, or some kind of black tie event or something. And then you can throw on a blue flashy NATO or an orange rubber strap even on it, you know? So
This
super versatile.
cotton candy blue looks great on this watch, and you're absolutely right, dude. It's Nomos just knows good design. Like all their watches across the board have a really good aesthetic. I really like the Tangente.
Yeah.
And I like your Orion a lot. I never really looked into this, and I'm obsessed with the old Cali dials. Like, I want to get Rolex made a watch very early in their watch design called the Rolex Athlete that had an Arabic setup and it also had a Cali setup. I call it a California dial, but it's the mix match with obviously the Arabic and the Roman numerals, and it looks so lovely. And this sort of kind of takes from that aesthetic. Of course, the Rolex has Mercedes hands and this has pencil hands, but it's absolutely beautiful, and it pairs so well with those other straps. Like, this is really one of those watches that, you know, if we're going to talk about who it's for, anyone would really enjoy this watch, I think. And the fact that you can marry it with other straps to get those looks you were talking about is phenomenal.
It can easily be someone's one watch.
Yeah.
This is one of those watches, you know? And the thing is, too, what's great about this is it's a pretty respectable price point, but you're getting a serious German brand that has their own in-house manufacturing. Everything is like, all the designs, everything is done in Berlin. You know what I mean? So this is a very,
and
it's cool to have a real Germany
too.
Yeah, exactly. So it's cool to have sort of a piece of German watchmaking in your hand as your first watch, you know?
Yeah, so
it's a cool conversation starter too.
On that
Someone's
note,
like, what do you got?
Yeah.
I got a fucking German piece, bro. What do you got?
Well, that's the thing, because I feel like a lot of watch collectors, if you're new to the channel and we're just interested in this Nomos, that's good. You should be interested. It's a great watch. But for a lot of people that have been following us, we get into a habit of ticking off boxes. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you want to experience what a Japanese watch feels like. You want to experience what a Swiss watch feels like. You want to experience what a German watch feels like. Because obviously, Germany's up there as far as horology is concerned. Of course. So this is a really great venture into the made in Germany segment. You know, the German segment of watches like Zinn, I would say, Damasco, I would say, and Nomos for sure as an entry level watch, particularly with the Club Campus. I mean, it's in the name. But it's funny because they're kind of narrowing their demographic by labeling it that way, but hell, I would like this as a college grad. I would like this if I never went to college. I'd like this a lot. You're right, and it's great everyday watch. And if you buy it new with that warranty, hell, if you take it to the sauna and it doesn't hold up. Have you ever dealt with their customer service? Or
No, I haven't. But anytime I've ordered anything from their website, it's
they're good.
Yeah, immediate. And I mean, not only that, but when I bought this strap, this shell Cordovan strap, it's like a $110 strap. They sent me so much extra crap. It was like I ordered a watch from them. So many brochures, so like a handwritten little thank you note that said thank you for cheers from Glasuta, and like the customer service, or like sort of the extra attention that they give to you, really makes you feel like you've made the right choice when you purchase anything from them, you know. And that was just buying a strap too, so it's really cool. I love it. I love Nomos as a brand. Am I gonna keep this watch? Probably not, just because I have some new views on watches, and we'll kind of get to that in a future video. But most importantly, it's a little bit too close to my Rolex Explorer. There's a little bit of overlap. So this is obviously a lot more youthful.
Yeah.
But I have a 36mm Explorer, which is basically a no bezel time only watch, right?
Yeah.
And then you have this, which is a 38mm no bezel time only watch. Super simple, 3-hander.
Mm-hmm.
They're a little redundant. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm gonna pick the Explorer 8 times out of 10
Yeah.
instead of the Nomos, unfortunately.
Well, that was sort of like a dream watch for you. That was sort of a grab.
Yeah.
So I can understand that. And this was sort of a whim purchase, but honestly, such a good purchase.
I'm glad I did it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's such a good. I'm glad.
I've had a lot of fun with this so far. So
I mean, I keep on seeing people posting images of Nomos watches, and I'm very, very much interested now myself in getting one. It's going to happen eventually, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's a great watch.
I think Nomos is actually probably one of my, I would say, maybe even top favorite brands.
Really?
Yeah. When you compare like value for money, all these things, I think Nomos is probably my top 5 favorite all-time brands. That's a video idea. What are your top 5 favorite brands?
There you go. Expect it. PW exclusive, y'all. But yeah, we're going to get to a video on road mapping soon, a little bit more how our philosophies have changed through collecting and just doing this channel. Honestly, we've gone through so many watches that I think some of that information would be really great for us to share with you guys if you enjoy that kind of content. And if you do, I'm going to suggest you hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. If you're new to the channel and enjoy this content, I would also suggest you hit the subscribe button. Guys, if you found this video enlightening or a good review, I would hit the like button. Hit the like button if this video is useful for you. If not, that's okay too. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us on the show. You can also join us elsewhere.
Yeah, guys, follow us, properlywound.com, Properly Wound Facebook group, Properly Wound Facebook page, at Properly Wound Instagram page, and we're always frequenting the Facebook page there, so we'll be interacting with you guys if you have any questions or.
And links, of course, are in the description for those sites Adam just mentioned, and of course on our homepage. So join us there.
Cool.
Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you guys.